Good afternoon, I'm Wendy Petrie and this is your afternoon news fix for Friday the 30th of August. The Police Commissioner says pulling police back from attending less risky mental health call-outs will be done in stages to avoid any unintended consequences. The 4-stage plan begins in November and will be complete by September next year. Andrew Costa says the change in protocol should free up officers to focus on core duties like foot patrols. He says they'll strongly monitor the phased rollout.
If, as things progress, we find that aspects are not working, we will test and adjust. We are confident, though, that the timeline we are working to is achievable.
An expression of love and sympathy from the royal family of Aotearoa, New Zealand, to the whānau of Māori King Heitia. He's died aged 69 after complications from heart surgery. Political reporter Demelza Jackson has more.
In a statement, King Charles says he had the great pleasure of knowing King Heitia for decades and is profoundly saddened to learn of his death. He says Te Kingi was deeply committed to forging a strong future for Māori and Aotearoa, founded upon culture, traditions and healing. All flags at government buildings, public buildings and Navy vessels will be flown at half-mast today. Heitia will lie in state at Tūrangawaiwai for a week before a tangi is held and Te Kingi will be moved to his final resting place on Taupiri Mountain. The Prime Minister seemingly taken the side of his Trans-Tasman counterpart in a stoush over a recorded comment. During the Pacific Island Forum this week, an RNZ reporter recorded a conversation taking place publicly between Australia's PM and a senior US official discussing halving costs for a policing plan. Anthony Albanese has claimed she acted unethically, and Chris Luxon agrees.
We expect you to behave ethically and make sure that you're not putting microphones where you shouldn't be having them while there's private conversations going on.
RNZ says it stands by its reporter and their reporting, and there's nothing to suggest she acted unethically. Police are urging the public to be alert for another scam email threatening arrest. It claims authorities have searched the recipient's computer and found illegal, explicit material. It demands a reply within 72 hours or face arrest or a hefty fine. Police say government agencies will never contact you out of the blue and ask for password or credit card and bank details. The Waikato train service connecting Hamilton and Auckland is smashing passenger targets. The Regional Council says Te Hui has carried more than 51,000 people in the first 7 months of 2024, against almost 70,000 in all of last year. There are plans to add a Pukekoi stop and offer half-price fares for 5 to 15-year-olds, as well as charging seniors full price on peak services. Councillor Angela Strang hopes use will keep building.
Based on those numbers that we're seeing the popularity of the service grow, we're really excited to be able to offer more for our customers.
To sport now, and Sophie Devine has relinquished the White Ferns 2020 captaincy. She'll step down from the role after October's T20 World Cup in the UAE. Wing Mark Telea, who has South African heritage, is vowing to make the most of his first All Blacks trip to the African nation to face the Springboks on Sunday. And Wallabies coach Joe Schmidt is appointing the fourth different captain of his 5-match tenure, number 8, Harry Wilson, for their rugby championship meeting with Argentina. I'm Wendy Petrie. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back in the next tomorrow morning for the next update from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.